As a developer, your time is crucial. So take a look at Swifterswift, a collection of extensions. If you do want to build out this layout with just a few lines of code, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, open up Xcode, and let's dive in. Extensions in SwiftUI. Those loved code snippets that you like to use instead of those long lines of code. Okay, so let's dive into today's video. But before we do that, let me just remind you about Dev Factory. A mentoring session cures all bugs. And I'm here for you on a Zoom call. Go ahead and check it out, rebeloper.com/mentoring. So today, I will talk a little bit about Swifterswift, one of the most loved extensions, extensions library on GitHub that I like to use in my codes. And we are going to take a look at a few of the extensions, and we are going to do that in a brand new Xcode project. So before we do that, let me just show you what we are going to build out today. So we are going to take a look at a login page. So please notice the navigation bar, the image that has been loaded from a URL, an email address, password text fields, and a login button. So this is what we are going to build out today with the help of these really nice extensions from Swifterswift. Okay, so Swifterswift is on Swifterswift/Swifterswift on GitHub. So that is what you want to do. You want to, first of all, let's create an Xcode project here. So let's go here and let's just create a new Xcode project. Let me just resize this so you can see it much better. There we go. And these extensions are for AppKit, UIKit. Yeah, let me just go there and give you a little bit of a tour here. So as you can see, we can have it for UIKit extensions, Foundation, AppKit, all the good stuff. So yeah, go ahead and just expand all of these and just click on any of the links and you will be taken to the file that is there. So yeah, we are going to take a look at just a few of them. So let's continue with the Xcode project, and I will name this Swifterswift tutorial. Okay. Make sure that the interface is set to storyboard, and of course the lifecycle, there's only one for this, UIKit app delegate. Okay, so let's click on next here and let's put it somewhere on our computer. Yeah, this will be okay. So I would just go ahead and create a new folder here called code. Let's create that and create a Git repository on my Mac, because you will be able to see this on my GitHub profile. Go ahead and check out the link below for the resources. Okay, so first things first, I want to remove the main.storyboard. You know me, I don't like storyboards, neither should you in my opinion. So I would just simply remove the storyboards from this template. So there we go. Maybe I will need to resize this so I can take a look at the storyboard name. We just want to delete all of that. And finally, we want to go into the scene delegate and let me just have some room here and just present the view controller here. So we want to go window scene. So we want to create that, and then a window equals UI window with the window scene. Window scene. I know I've done this thousands of times. You know the dream. Window, make key end visible, and I will create a UI navigation view. So window dot root view controller equals UI navigation view controller. So UI navigation controller, and select the root view controller and view controller. The view controller was the basic view controller that we had here. So under view controller, now we can go in here, and this is where we are going to work from now on. Let's just set the view's background color to be the system background color. So in my case, system background. So in my case, it will be a light. so it will be the color will be actually white. Okay, so finally we want to set a title here, and that is Swifterswift. Okay, basically that's it. Let's just build and run and see what we got here. Basically just a navigation bar with the Swifterswift title. So what we want to do is just add Swifterswift through SPM. So there we go. Let's just go back to our Safari and navigate all the way up and select the HTTPS URL. So copy that out and go back to Xcode. Let's just stop this. We don't need this to be running. And select your project. Select Swift packages and the plus sign here and just add that in there. The current version is 5.2. So yeah, just so you know, maybe in other upcoming versions this won't be available, which I highly doubt, but yeah, make sure that if you are taking a look at this tutorial, the version should be 5.2.0. Okay, so let's click on finish here. And there we go, Swifterswift inside your application. So let's start off by tweaking the navigation bar a little bit, and I will create a function here, set up navigation bar, and let me just copy this out and create a new function here. It could be file private if you really want to. Okay, so I can safely go full screen here. Okay, set up navigation bar. So what I want to do is set the background color to be system teal and the text to be white. So that is pretty easy with Swifterswift. So let's just import Swifterswift right there. And let's go navigation controller. And we are going to use an extension on the navigation bar provided by Swifterswift, of course. Navigation bar and set colors, and the background color should be, let's say, system teal. There we go. And the text, let's go with white. Okay, so let's hit Command R again, and now we should see the changes. And there are quite a lot here, so not just this. Go ahead and check out most of the extensions. I know you will. It's like picking amongst candy. Okay, so this is for setting the colors. But I also want to change the font. Okay, so that is navigation controller, navigation bar, and set title font. And yeah, let's just do that. Let's make a mono spaced system font of size, let's say 25, so we can see that it's really huge. And the weight, let's make it thin. Why not? So let's hit Command R again and see all of these changes. Now, if you do want to see this built out like line by line, you know that's a lot. So I can see that now we have this Swifterswift navigation, like the title, black. So what we want to choose, if you recall, we had this color option also. So we want to set that back to white. Of course, this is overriding the previous set colors. That's why it's black. But now it's white. How awesome is that? Okay, so next up, I want to build out that login view. So I will just create a setup views here, a function, setup views. There we go. Just copy that out. And let's just create this right over here. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to add is an image view. So let's just scroll all the way up here and let's create lazy var image view, and that will be of type UIIMAGEVIEW. UIIMAGEVIEW. There we go. And we are going to load it lazily because we are going to fetch from a URL. How great is that? So let's create our image view first. So let image view equals UIIMAGEVIEW. And let's just return that. Return image view. And while we are here, let us just configure this image view. So first of all, I want to set the layers masks to bounce to true because maybe this image will be much taller than the expected height that I want to set for the image view. I believe it will be kind of 200 or something like that. So image view dot layer masks to bounce. So it does exactly what it says. It masks the image to the bounds of the image view. So that is true. And now I want to download the image into this image view from a URL. So we want to create a URL. And most probably, if you are using a string value for that URL composition, we want to make this in an if let statement because maybe it's an optional. So if let URL equals URL, and let's make it with a string. Let me just add those two parentheses there. And I'm just going to copy out right from here. This is just a simple download URL from Unsplash. So that's that. And now it's time to use Swifterswift's download from URL extension for the UI image view. So download, and I will use this longer one so we can take a look at what options do we have here. So URL is the URL that we have composed. Content view, let's have it as scaled aspect fill, because it's masked to bounds. Placeholder, we could add a placeholder image view, but I won't do this for now. And if you do want to have a completion handler, you could do so, getting back that UI image, but I don't really care at this moment. So there we go. We have our image view. Now it's time to set that image view onto our view, and that is done inside the setup views. So on the setup views, I would just go view.add subview, and this is the basic, this is what you would add subview image view, but I will just choose this add subviews, and that is an array of views, and that is again from Swifterswift. So image view, because I will just add all the other stuff also here. So now it's time to constrain this image view, and that is also really easy. So image view, we are going to anchor this image view, and if you add that first parenthesis, opening parenthesis, you will see this option, this second one, so top left or blah blah blah. So we are going to talk about this right now. So the top anchor should be the views safe area layout guide dot top anchor. Now the left, again, the views safe area layout guide left anchor. Now make sure that this is the left anchor, not the leading or / trailing for the right one, because it will crash. It needs to have the left anchor. That's why it's called left. Now bottom anchor, I don't really care for the bottom anchor because I'm going to add a height to it. So this is nil, right? Again, view dot safe area layout guide. Now you could omit the safe area layout guide if you wanted to. It doesn't, it's just going to anchor to the safe area layout guide. Top constant, well, I will add 0, left constant 0, bottom 0, right 0, width 0, and the height, let's have it as 200. Why not? Okay, and basically that's it. We have added our image view with download, and it's going to download that image right over there. Cool. Now it's time to add some more stuff here. And on the login view, we will have 2 text fields and a button. So let's take care of the first one. That is an email text field. So let's just scroll all the way up here, and let's go again, a lazy var email text field. There we go. And that is of type UITEXTFIELD equals, let's initialize that. And now let's create our text field right over here. Text field, UI text field, and let's return that. Okay, so what do we actually want to have in this text field? Well, first of all, return text field. First of all, we want to set the border style to round rect. So text field border style equals dot round rect. Okay. Next, I want to add a left icon. So that can be done easily with the add padding left icon. So text field, add padding left icon. There we go. And we're going to create a system image. So UI image system name, and that will be an envelope.fill. Envelope.fill. And the padding, let's add a padding of 12. Now this is the padding for the icon. Okay. Yes, and this image needs to be, it needs to be a non-optional. So I will just bang this out because I do know that envelope.fill is actually a system image. Next up, let's create this text field to be an email address. So it will pop to the specified email address keyboard, and it will have a placeholder of email address. Okay, so text field dot text type equals dot, and as you can see, there's email address, generic, or password. Generic is just simple email address. That is what we are going to choose right now. So now that we have constructed our email text field, it's time to add it onto our view. So yeah, again, pretty simple. I will just copy this out and paste the email text field right over here, and the top anchor of our image text field will be our image views bottom anchor. There we go. Left right is the same. Top constant, let's make it 12. Left constant 12, bottom 0, and 12. Width constant, again 0, and the height constant, I will also set this to 0 because the text fields do have an intrinsic height. Okay, so let's just build and run and see how this looks like. And after that, we are going to do the same for the, there we go, email address there, and we can just select, and as you can see, we have this at sign here. Okay. Now, what we want to add next is the password text field. So let me just go ahead and copy this out, paste that in there. While we are here, let me just rename this password text field. Okay, so let's just change. If you recall, we have this blue, so this is the standard blue color. So I want to change the tint color, and that is with the text field. So let's just do this right here. So text field dot left view tint color equals dot system teal again. And I will just copy this out and paste it in there. So what else do we need to change? Well, let's just have this as an i.fill, and instead of email address, let's have this as password. So now that we have all of this set up, let's just copy password text field and add it as a subview. And again, I'm just going to copy this out because it's kind of the same. Password text field goes right over here. Email text field has its bottom anchor added there, and that's it. So let's build and run again and see that in action. And finally, we are going to add a button. Okay, email address, there we go, password, really nice. Okay, so next up, I want to add a login button. Okay, so let's just go all the way up here and let's create it. So lazy var again. Login button of type UIBUTTON. Let button equals UI button again. Let's return that. And let's initialize it. Okay, so I want to change two things here. First of all, the title. So I want to set the title for all states, and I want to set the color of the title for all states. So let's go and type button set title for all states, and let's just call this log in. Okay, and button set title color for all states, and again system teal. Finally, let's just add while we are here a button tab. So a target button dot add target. Target will be self action bound selector, and let's just name this function did tap button, and on touch up inside. Okay, so I want to copy this out and go all the way down here and just create a new Objective C because it's a selector. Objective C func did tap button. Okay, and we will take a look at what we are going to add in here in just a second, but let me just go and add that to the subviews. So login button, and let's just anchor this. So copying it out, pasting it in, login button, password text fields, bottom anchor is our login button's top anchor, and basically that's it. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the did tap button. So I want to use the text fields extensions here. I want to check if the text field of the email is empty, and then if the password text field is empty, and I want to also check if the email is a valid email. And if that's okay, then I will just print out the email and the password. So we will just guard against that. So guard, and email text field is empty, and I want to guard against if this isn't empty, so it needs to be not empty, else we are just going to, let's say, print out email is empty. Okay, and we want to return. Okay, so I want to do the same for the password text field. So I just copy out and paste it in there. So password text field, and password is empty. Okay, so that's for the emptiness. And then I want to go ahead, and for the email text field, I want to see if it has some valid, if it has some valid email address. So has valid email. And yeah, if you have been tinkering out with regex values, you know that this is quite complicated to do. Okay, so email is not valid. All right. Once that's done, I'm just going to print out logging in with, and let's just add in here our email text fields text, and then our password text fields text. And these are optional, so I would just add a string describing this text. So string describing, let's just wait for the password also. There we go. So let's build and run and test this out. Again, all of this with the help of Swifterswift. So let's type in here an email, like let's just tap on login. So email is empty. So let's add an email here. Okay. And then let's just tap on login again. Password is empty. So let's add a password here. And now we can just tap on login and logging in with those two parameters. Really, really nice. All of that with Swifterswift. Don't forget to check it out on their GitHub repo. Swifterswift has so much more extensions to offer, so go ahead and check out their GitHub repository. And if you did like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And while you are at it, go ahead and hit the notification bell to get notified of new videos as they do come out. And as usual, I will see you in the next one.